Ceylon tea still dominates the world of good taste and provides pleasure for those who enjoy this exquisite beverage. Centuries-old traditions are still the backbone of the industry, and the modernity of our times have not changed the amount of time and effort that is devoted to the pursuit of flavor and aroma. Assurance of outstanding quality and the sheer quantum of research successfully propelled tea and its consumption to unprecedented levels. Ceylon tea represents a choice, a science, and a culture that goes far deeper than a tint that appears in a cup of heated water. First of all, in the production process of Ceylon tea, ethics remain a priority. Sri Lanka adheres to the highest standards with due recognition of and abiding by workers' rights and regulatory discipline well above all the norms and guarantees demanded by the UN Global Compact, Eurogap, and other internationally accepted standards. It is the only ozone-friendly tea in the world. Agricultural practices are in harmony with nature and continue to be environmentally friendly and completely sustainable. After all, tea is a natural product. Secondly, Ceylon tea has brought together a whole range of sensations and sensitivities over many years and decades in a practice that is really an art of tea. Nature has been generous in granting Sri Lanka a rare blend of geographical and weather-related factors. These influence and enhance the active ingredients in the tea plants cultivated in these specific agroclimatic zones. This is why there is this outstanding variety in tea from a single source. There are 7 such agroclimatic zones that are ideal for tea that encompass segments of land areas of Sri Lanka at different elevations, ranging from sea level to tea gardens located 6,000 feet above. Technology keeps pace with the demands of the industry, and there is emphasis on continuous improvement. Much research and development has been taken for granted, but the fact is that even the humble tea bag has been subject to scrutiny and evaluation, along with innovation, to ensure safety for users and the ecology alike, are reliable in their performance, and are better for consumers today than when first introduced decades ago. The green associated with Ceylon tea is more than a catchword and lots more than a mere symbol. Notably, a completely natural product such as abaca is predominantly used in the manufacture of tea bags. This, again, satisfies the demand for excellence. Consumers everywhere are recognizing the value of Ceylon tea, and marketers, restaurateurs, retailers, and hoteliers are endorsing the now proven fact: Ceylon tea is at the very top of the specialty market. This is mainly because of the many facets of its taste profile. Above all, tea is healthful. Tea has been positioned among discerning users of safe beverages in the present day as the finest option they have for easy and quick refreshment, and have now taken the world by storm. This, more than any other beverage, is clearly recognized by academia everywhere as an effective antioxidant and the most convenient. To gain the most from your tea consumption experience, there is yet another time-honored practice well worth examining. How would you brew your cup? No, this is not about a ceremonial elegance, but being watchful of the correct way, starting with the quality and purity of the water one boils and for how long, before the magical leaf of your choice and grade is infused for just the right amount of time. Good tea deserves good water. Then, indeed, then you will know the difference that spells Ceylon tea. The very definition of serendipity, when you get it just right and just so. Do enjoy it. You will be happy you chose Ceylon tea, the symbol of quality. Tea is thought of as a beverage, but only Ceylon tea carries with it the distinctive flavor and aroma that deserves the name. For more than 125 years, from the earliest days when the pioneering planters from Britain began to develop this crop, the Colombo Tea Traders Association has been at the leading edge. No pains have been spared in ensuring its quality. No compromise has been entertained in the efficient transport of this precious cargo. No labor has been withheld in seeking the best technology and resources available to protect and care for the plantations that provide us with this most exhilarating experience that only a perfect cup of tea can provide. The CTTA's weekly tea auctions are the fulcrum on which spins the trade. The objectives of buyer and seller are made compatible. Both are committed to fostering private enterprise. Though there have been good times and bad, the CTTA has stood these many years like a colossus, making sure that this drink is made available to all, everywhere in the globe. The association has also played an important role in the economic advancement of millions involved directly and indirectly in the tea industry. But tea is not a homogeneous product of nature. Even as there are grades of tea and that which arrives from different countries, even within this magical island, tea varies from plantation to plantation in the most amazing way. Elevation plays a vital part in ensuring an aspect of flavor. The time of year and the time of day of the pluck, fall of the rain, all play a further part in determining the taste and its distinctive scent or aroma. The processes observed in the procuring of leaf and bud, the treatment of the green leaf, the curing of it, and many other minute but significant steps all add up. Travel with us in the misty slopes of Dimbula. The terrain is difficult, and only the nimble may survive. But for generations, these our comely people have traversed these climbs before the sunrise to make sure your morning is suitably illuminated with that sparkling brew. At elevations of over 4,000 feet above sea level, these western slopes of the Central Highlands provide the greatest delights associated with such sterling names as Muskelia, Bhagavantalava, Agarapatana, Nanoya, Lindula, Talavakale, Hatton, Dikkoya, Kotagala, Ramboda, and Pundaloya. These areas revel in the mild effects from the southwest monsoon that lasts from March till May. But as we move to higher elevations, the teas get brighter, and during that season, from March to May, they are still capable of producing a tea that is light in cup but bright in color with a crisp, strong flavor that leaves the mouth fresh and clean. The Muskele Bhagavantalava Basin is one of the largest and finest valleys for the production of high-ranking teas. Dikkoya and Hatton boast of the best and most appreciated climates in Sri Lanka. The nights are delightfully cool and free from frost, and the day temperatures never too excessive. It is an all-day tea they produce, possessing color but maintaining a special flavor that develops at higher elevations. It gives greater delicacy of brew and a slight pungency on the palate that makes the taste buds rise. Muskelia and Bhagavantalava are at two extremities of the tea tracks, but contribute to a very high standard of constancy in the production of quality teas. Interestingly, this locality is preserved from the severity of the monsoon by a plateau referred to as Horton Plains, with some of the tallest mountains serving as sentries to guard the sprawling tea gardens beneath them. The ideal weather that prevails here transmits all the favorable ambient factors to the leaf. Agarapatana Valley is more to the east and is second to none for its complete combination of all the characteristics of climate and soil that have been found suitable for the production of the highest class of Ceylon teas. Wind damage is minimized by the formation of hills around and about the valley, yet night temperatures may drop to freezing point at times. Diagama East is the last estate on this track. Tea bushes grow from under every boulder, which tends to give the impression that weather and soil conditions are the essential qualifying factors for the production of those splendid qualities in the manufacture of teas that are the finest in the world. And then again, the eastern slopes of the same hills give us yet another experience in flavor, in association with such names as Malvatta, Valimada, Passara, Namanukula, Madulsima, Badulla and Udapusallava. The Ohoya Gap and Haputale Gap play an important part in creating airways for the generation of quality on the Uva side during the heights of the southwest monsoon that lasts from May to September. In the Haputale area, a few days of dry, windy weather can completely change the character of the crop harvested, with the dry winds playing on the delicate leaves of the tea bush to produce an unusual quality that is peculiar to this area and uncommon in other parts. The dry winds drain the moisture of the leaf and they become flaccid before they are plucked. When brewed, these teas come out rather light in cup but acquire a rosy, flavory liquor that is delighted in by those that wish for a straight drink of tea. Lipton's name was built in the United States with teas from these areas. The historic Idargas Hinna Gap plays a vital role in infusing that unique quality to Malvatta Valley teas. This group of estates are positioned in the path of the seasonal monsoon dry winds that blow from west and southwest during June to September. These dehydrating winds bring a chemical change in the tender shoots of the tea bush to produce an extraordinary flavor that no other producer country can ever hope to achieve. At this season, with the dry winds from the northeast, the flavoring components offer the highest burst of quality. It is this tea that blenders value so much to improve the quality of their stock with a connoisseur's touch of strength, character, flavor, and color. During the quality season, the atmospheric changes in and around Badulla, Haliala, Demodara and Passara are mild, but the dry winds bring their magic to bear on the chemical changes in the tea leaf with more color and strength in their liquor. When brewed correctly, the drinker will know the meaning of a full-bodied cup of tea. Madulsima offers a slight change, with the southwestern winds bringing about a certain flavor, bright and light, but with sufficient taste to make a pleasing drink. When the wind direction changes, these plantations receive the full impact of the northeast monsoon. But once they ease, the quality of the tea improves again and are able to produce a thick, juicy brew that takes milk very well. Robbery, located in this terrain, offers breathtaking scenic beauty in addition to the splendor of the teas. Norelia is the locality that nestles between Dimbulla and Uva and offers yet another demarcation of quality that connoisseurs know well. But yet, these areas also suffer the devastating effects of high winds during the northeast monsoon. Norelia is the region of Ceylon's champagne teas, a truly salubrious, cypress and eucalyptus-scented climate. Here too, the dehydrating winds bring about the changes to the leaf after the southwest monsoon, which deposits moisture west of the central hills. All of these factors contribute to the unique aroma and quality of the tea from here, especially in the period February to April. Give it time to brew and one realizes why connoisseurs from around the globe recognize the special allure of Norelia. Curiously, the factory at Oliphant Estate is at the highest elevation of such a factory in Sri Lanka. Along an eastern exit from Norelia, one arrives at Kandapala and also into the terrain known as Udapusallava. Here, the climate ceases to be salubrious but offers a completely different climatic zone where the full impact of the northeast monsoon is felt, but also a little bit of the southwest monsoon, and the teas come out best during the southwest winds. At a somewhat lower elevation, at heights of 2,000 feet above sea level and reaching up to around 4,000 feet, is the mid-country. The familiar names are Pusallava, Kandy and Matale. The quality is of yet another sort and the flavour fascinating in its difference. In the Matale Valley and the fertile Dumbara region, the teas are attractive and liquors strong and thick, which qualities remain through much of the year. The valleys receive some of the winds of the monsoons but are largely protected by the magnificent Knuckles range. And further down and southward from the central highlands is the dark and alluring low-grown at levels below 2,000 feet. The names one associates with these darker beauties are the districts of Gaul, Matara, Balangoda, Ratnapura and Teniaya. For the bold and daring and those of sterner mien comes this strong and lusty flavour that only the low-grown tea can provide. Balangoda is at the highest elevation of this particular range. Then there is the area that nestles among the foothills of Horton Plains and Adams Peak, known as the Bambarabottua Valley, which receives the highest rainfall in the tea regions. Growth is vigorous, the liquors lighter but mellower than what is produced in the lower elevations. The Singharaja Forest Reserve, situated to the south of Ratnapura, the city of gems, offers a congenial atmosphere for plantations, warm and humid for leafy grades all the way to Teniaya. South of Teniaya is Matara, where the plantations are located almost at sea level. The tea gardens here are well watered by the Nilwala River, which originally brought fertility to the spice gardens but now have given way completely to tea. The south, it may be noted, has a soil composition that contributes to the blackness of low-grown tea and the character of the cup. Popularly known as Ruhuna teas. They are well-twisted leafy varieties such as Orange Pekoe, Broken Orange Pekoe 1s, ideal for tea that is brewed in spots where water is hard and contains many minerals. There are also the Shoti Pekoes, which is ideal for one that is tense and tired and needs a sweet touch to his tea. There are also the small leaf varieties such as Broken Orange Pekoe and BOP Fannings, which are regarded as strong teas that give color in any form of water. These are favored by drinkers of tea who wish for a sweetened brew. There are also the flowery BOPs and Fannings that come from these parts that delight connoisseurs who emphasize appearance together with the usual full-bodied character of the typical low-grown teas. Gaul, too, is home to other low-grown teas. This, then, is the magic and the breathtaking vivacity that accounts for the authoritative name, Ceylon tea.